Thanks for staying with Your View. We continue our conversation with ANC Women's League President Bathabile Dlamini. And we were still talking about this issue around the CR17 campaign, and you say that you've got issues that you'd like to ventilate, and particularly in a space within the NEC. But one cannot then ignore the fact that there are some questions that are being asked around the role that money is playing in politics, and saying that the leaking of these statements and the timing of them, and also the fact that right now the ANC finds itself having to answer some serious questions about the amount of money that is said to be needed to be ANC president. Isn't this an issue that the ruling party should be concerned about?
We are very concerned about it. If you look carefully into this, it has to be discussed by the ANC, and we have to move out of the things we've been saying about factions and everything. What worries me is that there hasn't been confirmation about the amount of money that was used. And the conferences, pre the national conference, and their status, and how conferences where even women were beaten, have been accepted by the ANC. The issue of court judgments just before the conference leaves much to be desired. And my worry is that we are living on social media, and therefore everything we get comes from the social media. The Facebook message that was taking round today is the message about judges. What does that mean? What does that say about us? Can we really go to the level of influencing the decisions of judges? And we need to understand what happened in other countries. Do we want Italy to happen in South Africa? Because judgments about the lives of people, but also if really people were paid in provinces to ensure that other comrades are expelled, and if comrades were paid to ensure that other comrades do not continue as members of the NEC, if people were paid for running the conference and influence people towards a particular decision, those are all the questions that we have to ask, and we want answers on them. What is also worrying is the question that was received by the SG of the ANC Women's League last week about the NDZ having a lot of money. And that is an insult, because the campaign of Comrade Nkosazane was run by a structure of the ANC Women's League. And that is why we took a decision. We never went to provinces to divide them or run special campaigns that were on the sidelines. Whoever worked with us knew that as the Women's League, we were working as a structure.
And did that,
and therefore there is someone
get some donations?
I don't remember us using donations. I remember us using the money of the ANC Women's League.
And so, and now, if you talk about, transparency and the fact that you say there hasn't been any clarity as to how much was used here, isn't it perhaps maybe time to also quieten some of the questions that you say are unfair, that you say came to your SG last week, that maybe the ANC Women's League then takes the nation into its confidence about its candidate that it was backing for president, and tell us exactly how much was spent from the ruling party, and just give us a breakdown?
Credibility does not come through a small amount of money that were used for mobilization. Credibility comes through our candidate who called us after the conference to say the policy of the ANC, culture and practice, is to subject yourself to the elected leadership. Let's all support a comrade president. And also we made pronouncements continuously, and we told women that this is the marching order, because we have taken up this campaign as a structure. And also we did raise our concerns about what happens when at all times after organizational conferences, because there is money and positions. So if you keep changing leadership, you are inviting trouble, you are dividing the African National Congress.
And
but also, why don't we ask the people that have been saying they are fighting corruption to say what they think about what has happened now? Because they are better placed to raise their views. And they are better placed to explain about the monies they received during the run-up to conference.
And which are some of those people that you would like to get answers to, in fact, from?
No, they are all the members of the ANC that are in that report of finances. They must answer. Otherwise we'll be taking members of the ANC for granted, and we will be taking the whole country for granted, because the ANC is not only the leader of the ANC, it is the leader of the country and leader of the society. And therefore, if we were fighting for a good cause of ensuring that there is an end to corruption, why then do we have to destabilize everyone and want everyone to agree with us and be excited about judgments that are the same continuously? There is no one who can believe that. We must respect South Africans. They can think. They have the capacity to think.
And before I let you go, the ANC Women's League position on Public Protector, Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane.
In our Lekgotla, women actually mentioned names that we need to support the DSG of the ANC, Comrade Jesse. We need to support Comrade Nomvula, Comrade Zandile, the Public Protector, and I think there is a name I'm leaving out, or Comrade Thandi Modise, because they are all facing challenges. And we think the ANC must protect these comrades, and we took a stand that we are going to support them. The reason we went to KZN, have a meeting with the PEC, it's because of the mandate we got from the NEC and the Lekgotla. We were arranging a meeting with the Public Protector because we want to listen to her, but women said on the issue again of the Public Protector, we must be consistent. Chapter 9 institutions must be allowed to do their work.
And unfortunately, that's where we have to leave it this evening. But thank you so much for your time.